Okay, so let's have a look at what happened to Kaspa in the last, well, let's say 24 hours. So we had this dip, and I was basically saying that Kaspa might gonna see the pullback, and I was actually expecting a retest of this zone as a support. Nonetheless, Kaspa quickly dipped below that level of a support, and now we are smashing through. I mean, the price of Kaspa is smashing through this level, so looks like the momentum is quite strong. And now if it comes to stochastic RSI on 4 hourly for Kaspa, Kaspa actually reached this level of a ceiling in here. Let me actually put it in here, and this time, guys, from now on, this is going to be colored red. So this is going to be, well, the zone to sell, actually, if you are interested in, well, some scalp trading, day trading, whatever. And of course, this is not a financial advice, this is just what I'm thinking, guys. At least at the time of recording this video, I'm not trading, well, not yet at least. And we are going to change this to green. So we've got green, which is, well, great area to actually accumulate, and this ceiling on 4 hourly is going to basically showing that, well, we might gonna consider selling. So now the scenario number one for me is here that, well, we can stay in this zone if Kaspa is going to experience such strong momentum for stochastic RSI and then dump, because that occurred before. We had such little mountains and stuff like that, as you see in here, for instance. So that could definitely happen. And why do I think this way? Well, I do think this way because if I'm going to switch it to the daily time frame, guys, you see that from the standpoint of stochastic RSI on a daily, Kaspa is basically looking very bullish. That blue line is escaping from the orange one significantly. So Kaspa is experiencing a bullish reversal. Let's see how that is going to go. So, well, my target for Kaspa is definitely going to be, well, for sure, almost 16 cents. And that is going to be the pump of, well, let's see how much. Well, 6%. Let's see how that is going to play out. Of course, on a weekly time frame, Kaspa is looking juicy as well. Well, kind of, because we can still go towards that bottom, as you guys see, that green horizontal line, and then probably experience this. Well, let's see. Let's have a look at the price of BTC. Let's see what BTC is actually doing. So this is something that you guys saw yesterday, and if you are following me on X, I'm pretty sure that you can see it on X as well. Let's have a look on a daily time frame what's going on with BTC's price action. So BTC is basically reversing towards the upside, as you guys see, from roughly this zone of a support. This is very important support that leads us back to the previous cycle. So stochastic RSI on a daily for BTC is basically bottoming out, and, well, potentially we could experience some pump towards the upside. And why do I think that? Let's have a look at the liquidity. So as you guys see, many people are actually betting that BTC is going to see downward momentum from now on, and there is a lot of liquidity sitting on the upside. So let me show you that from the perspective of heat map. So as you guys see, we've got significant amount of liquidity in this level in here. So that is 57 and 58. I'm going to actually mark it on the chart at the moment. So, well, that tells me that liquidity is above the current trading price. So could we see BTC, let's say, reaching this level? Let me mark it on the chart. That's going to be, well, let's say firstly 57, and then many people put stop loss in here. I'm going to basically put alert on a daily chart, create, and that's it. And I'm going to get notified if the price of BTC is going to reach this zone. And now looking at fear and greed index, we are still sitting at 29. So, well, that's great time to buy. Again, not a financial advice, just my opinion. And now let's actually have a look at RSI on a weekly time frame. So pretty much most of the altcoins are actually in oversold area. This is a great time to accumulate, in my opinion. I have accumulated a little bit of more Kaspa, and I'm pretty much happy with my purchase. So looking at bubbles, guys, things are looking a little bit more positive and green as of the time of recording this video, of course. And on a weekly time frame, things are still not that juicy. That's a monthly chart that is made by Mr. Prof. He's saying that the buy signal in 2016, we had buy signal in 2020, and now we've got buy signal in 2024. So as you can see, there was a bull market after every buy signal in the monthly chart of BTC. Corrections after this signal can happen, but what comes after that? Pure joy. So, well, let's have a look. We had, well, ABC, whatever, then we had the deviation towards the downside, and then we had a retest and the first leg up, and then we had this buy signal in 2016. So that basically repeated in 2020, and now we've got a buy signal in 2024. I believe that this is one of his indicators. I'm just throwing it out there. And now Mr. Marx is saying that Bitcoin bottomed in September, up only in October. So guys, in September we could see a little bit of more shakiness, boredom, etc. However, market is going to reverse towards the upside sooner or later. I believe nothing really lasts forever in this world. So let's have a look at the previous time Bitcoin actually rallied that much. It was previous year actually. So we've got March, we got all-time highs, well, local highs, let's say. Then we had a healthy pullback in June, then another pump, then September dump, and then in October Bitcoin rallied properly. So at the moment, well, this looks very similar in this year. So in March we had all-time highs, then we had, well, sell off in June, then a little bit of pump, lower lows, and basically these two patterns look very similar, and potentially in October we could start rallying towards that Q4. And now we've got Bitcoin that is forming a massive head and shoulders pattern on the inverted chart. So the target is 150k for BTC, which I believe is definitely doable this cycle. And now let's actually go to the trading view. That is total crypto market cap, that is excluding top 10, which I believe is, well, at the moment at least, the best macro chart to actually determine of what is going on with Kaspa's price. Let me actually put it on a weekly time frame for you, ladies and gentlemen, and excuse me my drawings, I haven't been looking at this chart for a while. However, if you are going to look at this box, we still haven't reached this box, and altcoins, well, if they are going to follow this upward trend, could see probably, well, this level, all-time highs, and then probably peaking somewhere around here. Obviously I'm not a wizard, but what I'm trying to show you guys is that we still have a lot of time for actually altcoins to peak, because at the moment what we are experiencing is still Bitcoin season. And why am I thinking that? Well, let's have a look at this beautiful chart. That is Bitcoin dominance on a weekly time frame, guys. So, well, Bitcoin at the moment basically escaped this downward trend line, as you guys see, and now the dominance is slightly dropping on the weekly, especially when stochastic RSI is at these levels. So, well, at some point I believe that this dominance is going to drop towards the downside, and what comes with that, of course, altcoin season. But I believe that we are nowhere near altcoin season at the moment, at least. So now let's have a look at Kaspa, and let's examine if Kaspa actually can be $5 at the end of this cycle. So market cap is sitting at 3.7 billion USD and price is at 15 cents. So in order for Kaspa to be at $5, let's have a look, $5, and now we are going to divide it by 0.151, and that is 33x basically. So market cap is 3.7 billion USD times 33x. So that is 122 billion USD. Well, considering the fact that Dogecoin was at, let's say, 80 or 90 billion USD at the top of the previous cycle, which is a damn meme coin, I believe that projects such as Kaspa could definitely achieve that 122 billion USD in terms of market cap evaluation. Of course, I'm not a wizard. I don't know if that is going to happen. That's why what I would highly advise that you guys, well, take your profits along the way and not wait for this $5 mark. That can never happen. That can happen very easily, but at the same time, there are going to be consolidations along the way because people are going to be taking their profits. So I hope that helps. I hope that you have guys enjoyed today's update, and I wish you having a great day. Peace and love, crypto.